Welcome to the Goody Reader 10.3 inch. You can see the home screen is as follows. You have data up above here, battery life, glow light level, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth indicator, and a more button. You also have a back button available at any point in time, your recently read books, the amount of pages it has been read, and your library. This is your currently reading library, the ones that have most recently been imported. You do have the ability to go to see all, which will allow you to see your recently read books or your all books. As you notice, I am pressing with my finger and the stylus to show you guys this is a dual layer. So you do have the ability to press with your fingertip or use the stylus. You can organize by the time you added it, the author, or the title of it. You also have search and a books import. So what this will do if you click that is scan your entire directory of your device and import all the books to your library. Files. If you click on Files, this is your file explorer that's built into the device. Because this is running Android, you can install third-party applications like Astro, ES File Explorer, and so forth. You can click on the SD card because we do have both an internal memory and an SD card capable device. You see you have all your directories and you can add directories on your computer. Photos. If you click on Photos, obviously it brings up Photos. This is a pre-loaded amount of photos just to show you guys that some examples of simple images and more complex images like this gate rings for opening and closing gates. You can see there's 155 on our demo unit here and the quality is very high. You also have pinch and zoom capability. Pinch and zooms really quickly, instantly renders without the added flashes. Browser. Once again, this is the preloaded browser. You are able to download any browser you wish onto this device because it is running Android. We're just going to go to Wikipedia here as just an example because it's a text-heavy site and it's a very popular site, everyone knows, of course. You don't have to use the stylus once again on anything, including the keyboard. You do have the touch layer with your fingertips, multi-touch, with the stylus layer both always active with the Wacom layer, so you don't need to worry about toggling between the two. You do have the ability to pinch and zoom, very quick, very snappy, nothing really lags, and you have the ability to alter the experience as you obviously cater it to your own liking. You can set home pages, privacy, security, accessibility, advanced, and pretty much anything that the regular web browsing app will allow you to do. Apps. This is basically this device's main go-to. This is where you're going to be downloading all of your applications. That's where all your apps are going to be listed. You can see everything boots up very quickly. And this is a very large app store we have here. It is completely interactable all the way from the carousel to the individual carousels down below to see what's hidden on the side. This is the Goody Reader App Store that comes preloaded with this device. You can simply click on something and it'll load up the individual app itself, so you can go ahead and download that, view pictures, look at reviews, and so forth. So pretty much any application that you can find that has an APK, which is the file extension, you can use. ES File Explorer we threw on here just as an example, of course. This further beefs up the device because you're able to extract applications from it, manage your apps, power saving mode, battery saving, and much more you can do with ES File Explorer. So it's really good to always kind of have ES on your device. Handwriting. This is where this device really shines because this is a note-taking device with a stylus. We do have palm rejection technology, and that means that as you're writing, you can't use your fingertip, which is good because we want you to focus on writing. We do have degrees of pressure sensitivity, which means you can make super light hairlines, or you can make much thicker lines as well. So we'll just do some writing and really small. You can see it's very quick, very responsive. There's no lag, there's very little latency. And again, this is just an example for prototyping exhibition purposes. It's just as an example to show you guys what writing is like. You can install pretty much any handwriting or PDF editing software on here via the APK installer, and you can see you can write completely edge to edge, and you do have all the capabilities of basically writing on a real piece of paper. This being e-ink, obviously you're going to want to do reading. As much as it is a great note-taking device, reading is where it shines because it is running e-ink. You can turn pages by tapping or swiping with your fingertip, or you can use the stylus as well. If you long press on something, we are going to add more features to this, but just for the exhibition purposes, we do have a translator, and to show you, we have a couple languages already installed, about 7 of them, so it will translate everything for you. You do have anchors to make a longer highlight, of course. You can do notes and annotations and all that stuff. You do have the ability to click the double A button, and this will allow you to do screen rotations, different kind of fonts. You can choose the size, you can have font types, family, you can add in your own fonts, you can do margins, change everything live, line spacing, and you can go to fast track. So you can basically go through the book. It'll tell you both the percentage of the book you've scanned through and the page number. If you click on this, you do have the ability to turn the glow light on, and this is what really sets our device apart from a lot of other devices on the market. We also have volume controls on here. Once again, we didn't put physical volume controls on the device to keep the bezel and the screen ratio high. So this is actually one of the higher screen to bezel ratio devices you can find, because if you look at it, the bezels are very, very small. We don't have any physical buttons on the outside. It's very simplistic. And you do have a couple more things here. Jump to page, and if you tap in the center, you have automatic page time. You have night and day mode, so you can swap between those. You have search, and you have bookmark on the top right corner. PDFs. Again, this is a preloaded PDF application. You can install anything you want. This is just for educational and exhibiting purposes. So you do have the ability to do page turns, of course, with capacitive layer. You can edit the PDFs, of course, and you do have a lot of the same by default options to change things. But when you do change the font styles on our PDF, and you see, you also, when you get away from the images, you do more of a reflow, so it strips away a lot of the images. But of course, it's hard to really exhibit PDFs properly because there are thousands of PDF applications on there. Find the PDF application that works best for you, load it in here, and you can use it. Basically, not even the brand new 3rd generation Sony DPT has a glow light, and you can see on our device we have a glow light built in with 14 warm LEDs and 15 blue LEDs. This allows you to alter the light to exactly the way you want with the slider bar, with almost 30 LEDs at your disposal. There is absolutely no light spillage anywhere on the device. The light remains consistent through all pages and the entire device itself. It's not just on e-reading. It's actually on any page, on any setting, on any app. The glow light works perfectly fine, and the glow light really sets this apart from a lot of the other devices that are in the 10.3 range on the market. The settings menu, we won't go through every single setting, but you do see we have language and input, date and time, sleep timer, and as we showed you before, the warm and cool lights, as well as the reading light intensity. We also have rotating, which will actually allow you to rotate the entire device anytime, even on the main home screen. And this allows you to really cater this device to exactly the way you want. We also have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and About Reader and System Update. System Update will allow us to push updates to you in the future to update your device if we need to make any changes.